And they are like as young as 10, 11. They go to military tribunal for throwing rocks. And they're put in jail, held, they're tried and sentenced for 20 years in prison. But this Yad La, tell me the name again, Yad Lachem, yes, party, the group that Bibi Netanyahu pays money to, they will go and throw rocks on our believers. They throw rocks at their houses, they break their windows, they throw rocks at their children, they terrorize their children. There was a recent incident, and they're never thrown in any prison. Isn't that interesting? And if you listen to the voices of Messianic believers in Israel, they will tell you what they deal with. And I'm not talking about Catholics. They're not persecuted in Israel. It's the Jewish people who believe in Yeshua specifically.
Come on.
Okay. All right, most heartbreaking truth I must tell you, number 4. How Talmud is the law of the land in Israel, and how Bibi lies when he says that Israel is the only democracy in the Middle East. Yes, the law is the Talmud, and this is the time when I need to switch my PowerPoint to Talmud, if you would please. I know it's not very organized, that I apologize. But I need the PowerPoint by name Talmud, and it's kind of like orange color. And we're gonna go into Talmud. What is it? And please stop me when my time is up, because this is a very long presentation. I mean, it can go for 2-3 hours if you don't stop me. Yeah. Talmud, what is it? Next slide. This is a picture of a Jewish rabbi studying with little boys in Israel. Small boys are studying Talmud from very young age in yeshivas. Yeshivas are funded by American government and Israeli government. They get a lot of money so they can operate. And it looks all beautiful and innocent, guys. I mean, Judeo-Christian values, right? Okay, we have Judeo-Christian values. Now, the big question is, what is that book that they study? The Talmud is a central text of Judaism, primary source of Jewish law called Halakha, and primary source of 7 Noahide laws called B'nai Noach. It's a centerpiece of Jewish cultural life, foundation of Jewish thought, aspirations, tool for Jewish ethics. It serves as the guide for the daily life of Jews, and it directs their view and relationship with the Gentiles or the Goyim. So when you hear that, you know it's a very important book if that's the centerpiece of their life in every area of life. Now the problem arises here when a Jewish person or a rabbi tells you the word Torah. You will think immediately of what? What is he talking about? You're going to think, you must talk about Tanakh, right? The 5 books of Moses, the writings, and the prophets. That's our Torah. But that's not true. When they say the word Torah,